And good morning and welcome to Wilson County TV. And it's my honor to be with you today and talk to you a little bit about what happened the last month in Wilson County as far as government goes. A lot of different things, of course, is always around the corner. It seems like after Christmas, you would think it'd be a time that things would slow down, but not necessarily. In January, of course, things get cranked up with people doing the New Year resolutions and, of course, New Year's of government coming around as well. And we will say that we've lost a couple of good people that have been a large part of government in Mr. William Farmer in his passing, as well as Mr. Eddie McQuarrie, which served on many of our boards as well. And so we are thinking of those families now as we move on. And then we had an icon in Randall Clemens to retire, and a great celebration for Randall at the Wilson Bank and Trust. We did lose our tourism director, Miss Amy Nichols, which took a job to stay at home and to be able to spend more time with her family, and we understood that. Our tourism directorship was posted for 30 days. We had 26 applicants that applied for the job. We had a committee we put together to go through those applicants and narrow them down to a few, and that were enough to do the interviews with. They did that. They sent me 2 names. We did 2 rounds of interviews with those 2 candidates, and we should name the person this week. So we look forward to that person taking office, and hopefully by next month I'll be able to give you who our new tourism director is, and maybe he or she will be over here to do maybe an interview with Miss Teresa. Mr. David Arnold, a Wilson Countyan that works for the Department of Agriculture, came and informed me about a disease that was going to affect the ash trees in Wilson County, already doing that in the eastern part of the state and killing the ash trees, and just wanted us to be aware of what was going to happen and how we would dispose of that. We've talked with Lincoln Young here with our Roundup recycling group, and so we look forward to him working with us on that as well and find a solution there. We hate that about the trees, but we were glad that Mr. David came and informed us on that. We did sign a 10-year agreement to get rid of our trash. We have an agreement with the Smith County Landfill. That is an important thing. Some people may not think about that and just kind of take that for granted, but with the landfill closing in a few years in Rutherford County, we knew that it was important for us to secure a place to get rid of our trash, and so we extended the agreement that we have with Smith County. Just so you'll know, Wilson County, the forefathers have done a great job. They have a landfill here that is Class 1 permitted. So at some point we could take our own trash, but we're not ready to do that now. It would require us to take trash from outside of the county, which right now would cause a litter on the roads and many other things that would have to come apart there. But we'll never be taken hostage in the fact that we'll always be able to go into our own trash business if we need to. Right now, though, we're happy to say that we got an extended contract with the Smith County Landfill. We did have continuing conversations about the naming rights for the Expo Center. We're happy to say that we're hoping to nail that down within the next month, and we think you'll be excited about our partner there. We also gave a presentation to the Ag Committee to let you know that the Ag Center or the Expo Center itself was in the black for the last 3 years. It's had its 3-year anniversary in November, so that was a great presentation that were presented there. Not only that it's in the black and paying for itself, but it's also paying the bond by the increase of the profits, of course, from the Expo Center, as well as the increase in profits of the hotel motel tax and sales tax. And so that was a good thing. Hats off to Charity Toombs and Zindel Murphy for the job that they do there, as well as Quentin Smith and all of those that had a part of making the Expo Center be successful and providing quality events for our citizens in Wilson County. I would say that as we move forward, the Leadership Wilson Group, of course, is continuing to inform the public about the sales tax vote that's coming up. Early voting actually starts February the 12th. The sales tax vote itself is about giving classroom teacher raises to make their salaries comparable to the counties around us in order for us to obtain and retain the best quality teachers as possible. This sales tax vote is strictly for the classroom teacher raise. The actual resolution itself will be on the ballot. The vote is March the 3rd. As I said, early voting starts February the 12th. Leadership Wilson Group has done their best to inform the public. We heard so many times of the public saying, well, we didn't know it was on the ballot, we didn't know why it was there. And so for a couple of years now, the Board of Education has asked us to address teacher pay. We have chosen at this point not to be able to do that by raising taxes. The County Commission said let's put the sales tax out for a vote to see if that would take care of that need, and so that's why you have it on the ballot today. I will say that not only that's only our portion of the half of the sales tax by law goes to education. The other half will go to the city it was created in. Therefore, the city of Lebanon will gain $2.8 million from this resolution if you guys pass it. Mount Juliet will get $2.3 million. City of Watertown will get $44,000. Those revenues could prolong a property tax increase for those citizens as well. $465,000 will be gained by the county, and that's sales tax that's generated out in the county outside of the cities. Our $465,000 goes to build schools, and so that's what that extra revenue will be going for in that area. But if you have any questions or would like me to come and answer questions to your group or anybody about sales tax, please feel free to call our office and we'll be glad to do that. It has been a busy month in some other activities, and that had a chance to call bingo at the Lebanon Senior Citizens. There is a few good perks to my job, and that would be one of them, so always happy to go over and help Miss Teresa, Miss Patty out there. The Martin Luther King Day Walk and March and Breakfast was a success again this year, thanks to Miss Mary Harris and her crew for putting that on. The fair banquet happened for the regional fairs and across the state, as a matter of fact. Wilson County Fair again won many awards, and I'm sure you will hear about those in the days ahead. And I had a chance to attend the Mount Juliet Chamber Awards banquet, which was an outstanding event. Mark Hinsley and his group continue to put on year after year. Last thing that I will say today is coming up, 75th anniversary of the Holocaust event, and Cumberland University is expounding on that. They're having a program today at 3 o'clock, and maybe you'll get a chance to come and view that. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure to talk to you today, and we'll look forward to talking to you next month. Have a good day.